What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Everything Browns Nation, we are back and better than ever. Maybe that's a little bit of hyperbole, but that's okay. That's okay because it's a new week. It's okay. That's all that matters, and my mic is cutting in and out. Let me know how you're feeling today. Let me know how you're doing as I get my mic together. It's acting weird, but that's okay. We're on to the Bengals, as Bill Belichick would say, but we're not going to forget about Sunday. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get our emotions out. This is a vent session. This is why we're here. But before we get started, dog check. Check in. Where are you from? What are you watching on? What device? Let me know. Let's get it out. Check in. Let's go. Clyde says, what's going on, Corey? Courtney says, let's go Browns. Super Bowl 2020, 10 years straight. Buckeye Browns. Does Baker get benched if another horrible showing? Courtney says, good here. Fort Scott, Kansas. Jimmy says, let's go. Courtney watching it on the TV. That's on YouTube. And over on Facebook, George is on the iPhone. George has better go get that new one on Amazon. Hey, man, help me out, George. Help me out. John flexing on YouTube. Let's go. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up for me. If you haven't been to YouTube, subscribe. Share it on Facebook and your favorite Browns groups, because we've all we've got. It's us against the world right now, because the world is laughing at us. Because we got destroyed, beat down, bamboozled against the Baltimore Ravens. They're Super Bowl contenders. They went to the playoffs last year. Maybe they should have went to the Super Bowl last year, but hey, they didn't. But from 1 to 10, on a scale, is it time to panic after a big-time beatdown last week against Baltimore? 1, no time to panic, a mere bag of shells. No. 10, house is on fire. Get the kids out the house. Get the fire extinguisher. Let's go. 1 to 10. Let me know in the comments, where are you at on the panic meter after week 1? Where are you at? 1, I'm good. I'm cool. Week 2, let's see what happens. I ain't like everybody else in the media. I ain't tripping. 10, I'm on 10. It's time to panic. I've had enough. Chris says, we've given them good reason to laugh. Hey, man. You're right. George says, Youngstown, Ohio. That's over on Facebook. Jimmy's a 3 on YouTube. Buckeye says 9.5. Rough start, but we will get it back together. Clyde's watching on an iPhone. You think OBJ will be traded, says producer G. We're going to get to that as well. We will get to it. Do I think he'll get traded? We'll see. We will see. 1 to 10. What's the panic meter? What is the panic meter? Chris says 8. They show me otherwise. Same thing in, year or out. He is at an 8 on the panic meter. I'm at a 5. I'm in the middle. Now, some people could say, oh, you're playing the fence, a 5, you're in the middle. Come on. You can do better than that. Listen. It's one game. I'm not going to go to a 10. I'm not going to a 9. The house is not on fire. The roof is not coming down. It's one game. But I do understand we look terrible. Absolutely terrible. There's too many offensive weapons to score 6 points. Six. And Lamar Jackson looked like the next coming of Joe Montana and Tom Brady in the pocket. He picked us apart. He sliced us and diced us. I know we had injuries, but I really don't care. He just looked like he's going to be the next Peyton Manning as well. He don't even have to run. That's how he looked. So I can't go to a mere bag of shells. It doesn't matter, whoopity-doo. But I'm not going to set the roof on fire. I'm not going to do that either. I'm in the middle. Call it a cop-out. That's fine. You can call it a cop-out. But I'm going to say a 5. We're 0-1 with a new coach, a new offensive coordinator. Now, if you're sick of that, I'm with you. It's a new regime every other year. I feel you on that. But 0-1, no preseason. That's new too. That's an excuse. Yeah, you can say that. But it's the reality. Now, they put themselves in a pickle coming tonight? Yes, they have. Because fans can't wait. Oh, boy. You better show me something tonight. And I get it. I had to be on camera and watch them get stomped. And the Raven fans were just laughing. Was I happy? No. But I'm not going to go to a 10. I can understand why people go to a 10, though. You're sick of it. You are sick of every freaking year getting the doors blown off. I mean, just blown off. Opening night, Tennessee, different teams, same story. Ain't won since 2005. I understand it. Some people may go to a 26 on the scale. I get it. I understand it. But I'm not going there. That's just me. That's me. My guy G said, you played the Ravens, you'll be all right. Hopefully I say this right. Wyla says, no panic yet, but if we lose here, then there will be panic. Go Browns. Listen, you ain't said nothing but a word there. Clyde said, it's not time to panic yet. It's one game. We need to improve, though. I'm at a 1. Eric says, let's go Browns. Courtney says, should play all quarterbacks because they all good to beat every team. Troy says, even the mighty Tom Brady and the Buccaneers have the same records as us. And Buckeye says, we have 0 defense. My guy AAA says, fashionably late. Hey, man, you're on time when you show up, my guy AAA. You are on time, my guy. And if you're just showing up, I didn't do it at the beginning because Mike was acting weird. If you're just getting here, this is the Everything Browns Nation show. We are here every pregame, an hour before the game. We will end this show at 8 o'clock. We'll be back when the game starts around 8:20 doing a watch party. So if you want to come back and chill and watch the game, not the actual game, the reaction to the game, because I cannot show the game. I'm sure I'll say that about 54 more times. But hey, come chill out with us. Have some fun, laughs, hopefully not a lot of cries, and let's just do it. Now, that's where I'm at. Back to Facebook. George says, show me the money and earn that paycheck. Enough of all the smack talk and get business taken care of. That's also from my guy, George. Noah says, last game was super painful to watch, but they are by far one of the best teams in the league. And Chris says, we say it one game every year, laugh out loud, and it's just 2 games and then always next year. I get it, man. I get it. My girl, Laura BP. Hello, Corey. How you doing, Laura? How are you doing? George said, what should I bring with me? Bring yourself, George. Bring your fandom. We will need it. And Buckeye Brown said, I feel so bad to all the young fans, too young to remember the days of the Browns winning football games and making it into the playoffs. And Courtney says, I hope OBJ gets over 2,000 yards this year. You know, my guy G asked about it. You know, I have a little rundown I make, but when the fans ask, we'll just bring it up. So we're going to skip a little bit around the show, and we'll go back in the little order that I have it. You can see the tabs in the order. I was going to go to Baker, but it's been brought up. Let's go to OBJ. Let's just get it out, all right? It's all over the place. Should the Browns trade Odell Beckham Jr.? Let's just talk about it. Let's get it out in the open. Everybody's been talking about it. Some people love OBJ. Some people like OBJ. Some people hate OBJ. Whatever. He's always got a different rumor every other day. I'm wearing his jersey. Hey. Should the Browns trade Odell Beckham Jr.? OBJ. After every bad game, there's an OBJ trade rumor. When it's partly cloudy outside, there's an OBJ trade rumor. When it rains heavy, there's an OBJ trade rumor. So, I'm going to ask you, should the Browns just trade him just for anything? Should they just say, you know what, Green Bay, you take them. You can have them. We're done. Enter a team here. Get rid of them. Baker's worse with them. Baker tries to force the ball. Let's just that's not going to work. Dorsey's gone. It was a failed experiment. He's no good anymore. Oh, phooey. We're done. Or should we still stick it out with the new coach in the new regime and see what happens? Let me know in the comments. Trade him, keep him, get rid of him. He's terrible. I'm done. Troy says, I believe they will listen to offers but won't just give them away. Sherge, hopefully I said that right. If I butchered your name, I am sorry. He says, indeed, 3 for 10, 22 yards. He says, keep him. Craig says, OBJ is a cancer. That's a serious word to throw around. When you say that, you mean business. To an already lackluster football team. Courtney says he wants to win lots of Super Bowls. Joseph says, OBJ is a future Hall of Famer, no trade. Michael on Facebook says, no to the current offensive lineup is why we hire Stefanski. He's here to make it work, needs time. Joseph said Browns will be fine. No preseason, barely any practice. We are a very talented team. No panic yet, even with a loss tonight. Hey, he's not panicking even if they lost to the Bengals. I don't know if that's going to go like that. So, I've seen two keeps. I don't know if I've seen a yes yet. I might have missed them. Nicholas says, I know I'm asking this question in the wrong place because of bias, but who will win the game? We will get to that in a little bit. The truth can carry Cleveland over Cincinnati. Baker a bust. OBJ a QB record. Release him. Release him. Craig says, I guarantee you if you trade OBJ, your football team will win 40 to 50% more football games. So Craig says he's got to get out of here. Just get him out. He is gone. He is trash. George says, I give him 1 season, and if he sucks, get rid of him. Mike says, either way, F Pittsburgh. All right. And Jarvis Landry is officially active, according to my alert. Just in case you wanted to know, Jarvis Landry is playing today. Listen, if this was any other wide receiver, I don't think we're having, okay, not any other. If this was a normal receiver, we're not having this conversation. If you have 3 catches for 22 yards, it's not in the main news, but it's OBJ because he's a star. So every time he has a bad game, rumors are going to come up. Either because you need something to talk about, you want something to talk about, or it's just fun to have these talks. Now, I don't think you should trade Odell Beckham Jr. I don't. That's me. You could say I have a little biased opinion towards him. That could be it. I think he is better useful for this offense than to just trade him away. First of all, if you trade him now, what are you really going to get for him? Are you going to get anything for him, really? No, you're not, because his stock right now is pretty low. Because they're going to know, well, you're trying to trade him. You're not going to get nothing because you have no leverage in this trade. That's first. Second, it's a new offense, a new coach, and after 1 game, you're just going to say, okay, let's just get rid of him. I know last year he was hurt and people were getting mad and he sucks and he's trashed, even though he had over 1,000 yards, but it's not by OBJ standards, and I get it. He has done this to himself. He has high expectations. I understand, but He does more for the offense than just catch the ball. He stretches the field for the run game, for Nick Chubb, for Kareem Hunt. He is a threat for Jarvis Landry. If he leaves the field, then Jarvis Landry becomes the main focus of the secondary. I think he does more good than hurt right now. Now, do I get in my emotions when he drops big passes? Yes. Do I get pissed? Yes. Do I get angry? Yes. But I still don't think you just get rid of him after one bad game, especially when you have no leverage at all. Zero. You won't get back what you gave up for him. Not at all. And then my worst nightmare is that you give him to the team, and then he starts balling out, and then we really look stupid. Oh, see, it was Cleveland. Cleveland, they always give up players, and then they shine. But that's just me. You can get in the comments, tell me how wrong I am. Half the time I really am. But that's my opinion. It could be a little biased, but I say don't trade him. Let's see how this works. It was one bad game so far this year. Serge says, Craig, the Ravens fan. The truth says, talk trade all you want, but nobody wants that contract. Craig says, yes, you're right, and I'm a Ravens fan, but trust me, we don't want OBJ in Baltimore either. Serge has preached. Choppa says, facts. Knucklehead says, my man, what's up, Corey? What's up, Knucklehead? How you doing? Choppa says, that's what I'm saying. That's over on YouTube. Thank everybody for watching, checking in on YouTube and Facebook. I try to get to every comment. If I miss it, type it again. I will try to get to it because this is a fan interactive show. That's what we pride on, getting the fans involved. Voice of the fans. That's the whole point. Joseph says, we just can't focus our offense only on OBJ. We have multiple weapons. I do agree with that, Joseph, my good guy. Tibbs says, no, keep him. Work on the offensive line, period. Let's talk about the quarterback and the coaching. Look at Kirksey and Schobert, for example, says Frank over on Facebook. Here's another question I had about OBJ. Now, I'm not saying it's you guys. Not at all. But, I see people in forums, Browns fans particularly. Why do some Brown fans not like OBJ? Help me out. Why did some Browns, I'm telling you, if you get into these Browns forums, man, and you read, oh my God, I hate OBJ. Just get him out of here. He's trash. Oh, we should have never got him. He's terrible. He's the worst thing that could have happened. Why do Browns fans not like OBJ? Not saying you guys, but some Browns fans, man, listen. You would have think this man sold the Browns. He was the one that sold them to Baltimore. That's what you would think. That's what you would think. Now, I get it. He dropped some passes that makes you scratch your head. I understand. When he dropped that third down last week, I want to take my camera that I'm looking at right now and chuck it across the room. I understand. I get it. Trust me. I get emotional too. But, man, some of the stuff people type in these forums and tweet and their fingers get to going, I'm like, yo, why do some Brown fans do not? Man, he's on your team. Now, if he's on the listen. If he's on the opposite team, I get it. I understand. But why do some Browns fans not like OBJ? Is it something that I'm missing? Did he do something? What is it? It's because the media that he brings in, all the negative stories that come in, is that what it is? I don't understand. I don't get it. Somebody explain it to me. What am I missing of why some Browns fans do not like OBJ? He has said all the right things, no matter what the media pumps out. He says all the right things. Yeah, sometimes his body language is bad, but if you're losing, who's chipper when they lose? Who's like, how? Yeah, buddy, we're losing again. Let me dance. How? I'm so happy. Nobody's happy when they lose. Nobody's pumped up. Nobody goes to the locker room singing, we've lost another game, on to next week. Nobody does that. Tom Brady loses his mind, and he's winning. So I don't understand why some fans don't like OBJ, some Browns fans. I get frustrated too when he drops a pass he should catch, and then he's in practice catching the over behind the back pass with a pinky and an index finger. I get it. But why do some fans not like Odell Beckham Jr.? I don't understand. But maybe it's just me. LA says, right, folks need to chill on OBJ. My guy, LA, how you doing? The inside plug for Cleveland Browns and Akron, Ohio information. My guy, George said he's a traveling. We're not even going to go there, George. We're not. I am not saying that on the airwaves. Because, man, listen, Facebook got, man, listen. I might not be on Facebook much longer. I'm just saying. I got to watch what I say. I got to watch what I say. Michael says the most frustrating thing is with the talent we have, we actually expect to win. For years, we know we weren't that great, so it's understandable. I understand that, Michael. I understand. Let me get over to YouTube. The truth says since OBJ arrived, the team fell apart for a season. OBJ wrecks QBs, release him, or face a 5-11 season. Die, please, says hi. Roman says he's always crying. He can't hold the ball. He brings drama, acts like yet super good, but can't catch since he's came to the land. But when has he cried? That's what I want to know. I haven't seen him cry. That's what I don't understand. Like, I think that's a narrative that people put on him. Since he's been here, he hasn't cried. I've seen him not happy that we've lost, but I haven't sine him cry. Now, you can say he's dropped passes. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I haven't seen the cry narrative. Like, when has he actually cried? Like, I haven't seen him cry. Now, I've seen him drop passes. I've seen him have bad games, but I haven't seen him actually cry. Are you taking OBJ with you? I don't know. Where am I going, my guy? Hey, if he give me some money, I'll go anywhere. Love the new setup, by the way, LA. Hey, man, thank you. Shout out to Producer G, my guy, the best producer in the nation. Producer G. Shout out to everybody. If you're new, shout out where you're watching from. Please shout out where you're watching from. If you have just entered the building, shout out where you're watching from. Big dogs in the building, where you're watching from. Shout out where you are watching from, what you're watching on. Bengals tonight. Let's go. We got to get it going. We got to get it going. Game at 8:20. This show will wrap up. And after this show wraps up, we are going to the watch party when the game starts, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the watch party when this game starts. Come join us. Have some fun. We'll be reacting to the game. Cannot show the game. I'm going to say it probably 20 more times, but that's okay. But have some fun. Let's roll. And let's just do this. But going from OBJ to another lightning rod. Oh, good old Baker Mayfield. Yes. Should Baker Mayfield be on the hot seat? A lot of people talked about he should be benched. People were calling for him to be benched during the first game. During the first game, bring in Case Keenum. They were calling for it. During the watch party, bring in Case Keenum. I've had enough of Baker. Should he be on the hot seat after the disturbing beatdown by the Ravens? Should his seat be on fire? Should Case be warming up that throwing arm? Should it be? That's enough of Baker. I've seen enough. Year 3, I don't want to see anymore. Are you done? Take him out. Or are you like, nah, it's year 3. It's okay. I'm still here. Not the hot seat quite yet. But I've turned on the warming seat in the car. But it's not hot yet. It's not hot yet. Toronto, Canada in the building. Shout out to you, Wale. In the building. Browns winning this one, says please. Knucklehead said not so sure about that one. Hoffa says 27-17 Bengals. Willie says if Baker can't beat Burrow, he will be like Betamax in the world of the AFC Bluetooth. Mark says you don't want teams like Pittsburgh or Baltimore getting LBJ. Nutty says my prediction is Bengals 7, Browns 13. Baker will be all right, says Chris over on Facebook. Las Vegas says Joseph, originally from Cleveland. Joseph says Baker is the QB. He's got the talent. He just needs a few games and to find his rhythm. And Joseph says, I've been hyped since we signed OBJ. The best is yet to come. Hey. All right. So should Baker be on the hot seat? Now, half of Cleveland likes Baker. I'm not going to say half. I don't have the numbers. Let me not say that. I want people to say, oh, you're lying. All right, listen. Some people like Baker. Some people don't. Some want him benched already. Some people don't. Mike says Baker's a bust and a waste of space. There you go. One just said he's a waste of space. The Truth says Baker's a bust. All right, there's another one that says Baker a bust. Craig says, I really don't think Baker Mayfield's that bad. I think the bigger problem is OBJ. So another one thinks it's OBJ. Here we go. Listen, to me, this is not an excuse for Baker. Does he make poor decisions? Yes. Yes. Has he underachieved? Yes. Yes. Is his personality part of the problem? You can say that too. But he's had no stability at the coaching position. Well, Corey, that's an excuse. Who cares? He needs to produce. Doesn't matter. It does matter. He hasn't had the same offensive coordinator. Not 2 years in a row. Well, you can count Freddie Kitchens if you want, but he went to the head coach. They haven't had the same head coach 2 years in a row. Different systems rotating in and out. But I know this year is make it or break it. No excuses or not, because this is not the regime. This is not his regime. This is a new one. He's got all the weapons in the world. He has to make it work. And unfortunately for him, it's not even fair. But life is not fair for any of us. It's just not. Week 2. Now just think. Week 2 in the NFL, you can say might be a make it or break it game for a quarterback. Week 2? Week 2? And you could say that because if you lose to Joe Burrow, a rookie quarterback in the Cincinnati Bengals, boy, listen. Cleveland's going to lose their minds. Lose it. They were losing it when you lost to Baltimore. A prohibited favorite. If you lose to Joe Burrow, national TV, the only game that's on the NFL, not another game to distract us, to flip to. You can't change the channel to Seattle or Tampa Bay or nothing. If you lose to the Bengals, this could be make it or break it time for Baker Mayfield. I don't think he should be on the hot seat. I think it's one game. I think it's a new regime. I've pointed out all of his flaws, but I think he still should be given the chance to prove himself. But boy, oh boy, I know how fans are going to be if he loses to Baker Mayfield. Yes, if he loses to himself. If you lose to yourself, you are trash, evidently. But if he loses to Joe Burrow, oh man, it's going to be bad. What's up, Aaron? How are you doing? George says Baker has not played with the hype. I think Baker needs to get back to himself. I think that's part of the problem as well. I think he's playing not to make turnovers. What's up, Majestic? Thank you for the donation. Appreciated. Any donation is very appreciated. What's up with you? How are you doing? Let's go Browns, he says, over on YouTube. And Next Gen says this is OBJ's game. Browns about to find a Lamar Jackson. They better hope somebody resembles him, says Misfit Dink. The Bengals, me and my homies hate the Bengals. says Next Gen. Hey, now I need y'all. Does anybody still believe in Baker? Do you guys believe in Baker Mayfield? Or are you guys all off the bandwagon? Are you guys all gone? Is it over? Have you guys just said, you know what? I'm done. I am done with Baker Mayfield. Are you all just, we need a new quarterback? Are you looking like, man, listen, can we get Justin Fields? Can we get Trevor Lawrence? How can we swing this deal to get another pick? Are you already looking at that? Let's see what Case Keenum can do for us this year. Are you all just done with Baker Mayfield, or do you still believe? Are you in with me? Because I still believe in Baker. I still think he can pull it off. I still think he has a chance to be good. Or are you like, nah, I'm done. I don't care what he does tonight. He can throw 5 touchdowns. He's trash. I've seen enough. I want a new quarterback. Which boat are you in? Which boat? You believe? You have faith in Baker. You have faith.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
You got faith in that man right there.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
You have faith that man is going to come back.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Or you're done. You're just done. You're just done. Like Kawhi and the Clippers. You're just done. You've had enough. You need a new quarterback. Aaron says, long day at work. Let's go, Browns. Let's go. Hey, man, get home from work. Watch those Browns, my guy. Reginald said, I'm wishing the Browns win tonight. And I still like Baker, but if he doesn't perform in the first half, he could be benched. Hey, Brother Corey, what's up, my guy? Frederick says, I still believe. Baker, I trust. Believe in Baker. So we got some believers. Okay. We got some on the believer side.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Let's go over on YouTube, see what we got. My guy, AAA, he believes in Baker.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Let's bake the Bengals, says Steven. Let's go. Freezer Burns says Baker's throws are always high and behind. Got a good point. Next Gen says Celtics or Heat. Dang, he went from in the football show and he asked me about the basketball. I think the Heat will win the series. They're gritty and they're grit, but I think it's going to go 7. Colin says Baker too much of a rookie. Wow. Mike says if Baker starts to run in circles, you're going to hear channels change all around the USA. If Baker goes 0-3, says Next Gen, these first 4 tank Trevor would be amazing. Steven says watching from Hawaii. Wow, Hawaii. I couldn't even say Hawaii. What the heck is wrong with me? Lord. But Next Gen says he's a believer. The Truth says sick of always getting excited to beat weak teams, then let down against real teams. Amen, brother. Amen. That I feel you on that. I feel you. I don't think I got anything for that, but I feel you. You get a dog bark for that one, man. That hurts. I want to be some good teams too, man. We got to look forward to try to beat the Bengals. Then we see teams like Seattle. We just want to be within a touchdown. That hurts. It stings inside. That comment hit me inside, man. It did. My guy, Jake Smith, what up? He says, Baker's going to shut some mouths tonight. He is a Baker believer. There we go. A Baker believer tonight. Reginald says, don't blame OBJ either. Reginald is in the camp of OBJ. We talked about him earlier today.
Dog check.
OBJ's. Dog check for OBJ. I'm a Baker believer. I believe in him. His back's against the wall. A lot of people have gave up on him. Primetime football. The Bengals are in the spot of all spots. Baker's up against the wall. This is the game you got to come out in. You just do. And I think he will. I think he's going to show up. I really do. I really, really do. I love my Browns, but Baker is another bad Browns QB pick as usual, says the television network. He is not a Baker believer. He is off the bandwagon. He's off. He's off like the Clippers in the playoffs. He is off of the bandwagon. And if you're just tuning in, this is the Everything Browns Nation show. We're live before every single game. And after the show, we're going to be having a watch party. We're not streaming the game, just reacting to it. So if you can't watch the game, try to find some way to watch it and we can react as a family, have some fun, hopefully have some fun, and let's do this. Now, off of Baker, and there's something else I wanted to talk about before we get into Cincinnati, before we dive into the game. I know it hurts, but who is to blame most? Jumped around a little bit today. Who is to blame most for the week 1 loss? I know you can blame it on anybody, really. Is it coaching, Baker, defense? Or do you just blame the Ravens for being that freaking good? Do you just say the Ravens are that freaking good? I blame them. I blame them for being a good football team, and it's their fault. It is their fault. My guy, Robert, Corey, we got this one. I finally caught you live. My guy. And George says, what's the deal? I haven't heard you talk about Nick freaking Chubb. I haven't talked about Chubb this show. I haven't. Now, the show's not over yet. We still got to talk about the game. But I haven't talked about him yet. I haven't. But who do we blame for the loss? Now, let's go over it. See, George? You're kind of psychic because I was just going to bring him up. We hopped around a little bit today. But somebody wants to talk about OBJ, so we did. Now, let's go over who's to blame. Could you blame the coaching? You could. Nick Chubb, George, had 10 carries. 10. Now, you can say that's a product of the score being out of hand. But Nick Chubb had 10 carries for 60 yards. That's 6 yards per carry. Now, he did fumble. And after the fumble, we didn't see him much. The score was kind of out of hand. But that's 6 yards per carry. Kareem Hunt had 13 carries for 72 yards. That's 5.5 yards per carry. So the running game was there against a Ravens defense who's pretty freaking good. It's good. So it wasn't the run game's fault. The defense, on the other hand, they were pretty atrocious. They were pretty bad. Pretty bad. Robert says our D was abysmal. If I had to pick one thing, now, the punt fake may have been one of the worst calls I've seen in a long time, especially in your first game when your defense is being absolutely pathetic. And you're going to try a punt fake? That was bad. Browns got a serious last week from the Ravens, says Craig. Flogging last week. Not enough prep time, says Jimmy. It's hard to get behind the Browns because they're always finding a way to make look bad, and then blame is going to be the coaches, says Mark. Aaron says Kevin Stefanski. My guy AAA is blaming KS. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant, Kevin Stefanski. If I'm not right, AAA, let me know if that meant something else. My guy Jake said the Kawhi laugh, though. Hey, man, you got to use it. I blame Hugh Jackson, I say again, says Steven. He's blaming Hugh Jackson. When in doubt, blame somebody that's not on the team. Hugh Jackson. I'm not going to go at Kevin Stefanski yet. It's his first game. But I hated the punt fake. Don't get cute. Punt the ball, especially when your punter could punt it to the parking lot if he asked him to. Just punt it. But if I'm going to blame I'm going to blame the defense. Corey, how could you do that? Lamar Jackson's great. I don't care. I'm going to blame the defense, but they're missing people. I don't care. Show something. He was 20 of 25. 20 of 25. Think about that. 20 of 25. I'm blaming the defense. Show me something. I know the offense was trash. I get it. And you could say, well, the offense was healthy, and the offense has all these weapons, and they should do better. And you are absolutely right. But I'm picking the defense because Lamar Jackson was what? Lamar Jackson was playing pitch and catch. You know when you play football in the park, you know, and you went out and you took your hand and you did this and you drew a play like this, and he said, all right, listen, you do this, and then go. That's what he was doing. He was tying his shoe, doing his taxes, calling his mama, telling him what he wanted for dinner, and then throwing the ball. I'm blaming the defense for the loss. It was too much time, all the ease in the world. They didn't punt to the second half. He threw who he wanted to throw to. I'm blaming the defense. And the offense stunk too. But if I had to answer my own question, I'm going with the defense. And now you can tell me why I'm wrong and I suck. Robert says pump fake was atrocious. Lou says me too, hated it. Robert says use the tight ends. Michael says I blame the stadium built on. I don't know if I can say that because, man, Facebook, they on me, man. They on me. Somebody was on me. I'm just saying that. I'm not going into details. I blame the stadium built on burial grounds. So I'm putting it on that. I'm not trying to get in trouble. Okay? All right. But that was a good one, my man. That was a good one. Lou says run some more over on Facebook. BTM on YouTube says Stefanski's past history offenses have the bottom third of the league. He can't help Baker. Terrell says this is the game Baker has to show his worth. Throw his worth. What? Where are my glasses? I got to get my glasses. And Craig says the coach didn't tell OBJ to drop a ball on 3rd and 3. Preach it. Hold on. Now I can see. There they are. Bush League QB. The coach didn't tell OBJ to drop the ball on 3rd and 3. Now I can see. Mike says, is Baker going to wear a mask tonight? I'm not sure. Jake said, I don't have the NFL Network. Hey, man, then you can watch it with us. Well, you can't watch it. I mean, you can react with us. But let's go. Let's have some fun. Now, let's jump into it. And like I said, if you're just tuning in, this is Everything Browns Nation. Live every pregame, and we're starting this watch party thing again. So if you want to watch the game. But if you want to react with us, because we don't show the game, you can react with us, have fun, be in pain, whatever the case may be. I was in a lot of pain last week, but that's not what this is about. And let's have some fun. And if you want to throw a donation and help out the stream, you can do that too, like my guy Majestic did earlier. Shout out to you, my guy. Now, who wins today's game? Throw it in the comments. Who's your big dog of the game? Throw that in the comments as well. Who wins and why? Primetime game, NFL Network, only on the NFL Network, which doesn't make sense to me. They used to show the game on Channel 10 last year, then Fox, then the NFL Network, but the NFL said, you know what? Yeah. No, not this year. Ha ha ha. That's what they do. Connor on YouTube says the Bengals. The truth says Bengals will lose tonight, and then we will start talking Super Bowl parade route to next Sunday. Whoa. The truth. Hey, man. Whoo. Reel it in, my guy. Reel it in, but I like the enthusiasm. Mike says OBJ wins this game for us. A breakaway. Hitting Green says Browns. Landry gonna come up big. Mark says Browns backfield. Clifton says Browns will win. Connor says Bengals because of AJ Green. BMT Television Network, we win a lot of Hunt Chubb all night against the Browns. Charles Pinkett, Cincinnati 32-28. Burrow outshines Baker. Man, if that happens, I may cry on stream. Steve says the winner is sports media because they always loads of content on Baker either way. Clifton, if you're right, man, wow. I doubt it, but wow. Browns 50, Bengals nothing. You guys read Lennell's. I'm not reading it. I'm not trying to get in trouble, man. I can't go into specifics, but just read. If you're on YouTube, Lennell Tillman, just read his comment. I'm not saying anything anymore because somebody just tried to throw me under the bus. But anyways, the truth. Much love, everyone. Enjoyed the game. I thought Lamar Jackson was a running back. Shoot the trill. Burrow going to show Baker how not to be a one-read QB. There goes shoot the trill with the hurtful comments. And Majestic Angel says OBJ going to redeem himself. That's on YouTube. Frederick says big dog Myles Garrett. Robert says Browns win convincingly. This is our time. Robert says it works every game. Yes. Not saying it. I don't want to get Man, people be hating on me, man. I ain't saying it out loud. But read Robert's comment. Mark Campbell says Browns 4 TDs. And I think that's all I missed on Facebook. Hopefully I didn't. I got that one. Nicholas says, also look what happened when our last head coach called plays. Just saying. I think what he is saying is, I may have missed something, is that Kevin Stefanski shouldn't call plays. I think that's what he is saying. We will have to see. Robert says Browns by 2 scores. All right. So, got a lot of Browns in here. We got some Bengals. Connor is saying AJ Green is better than Odell Beckham. Mike says we win and they find Jimmy Hoffa. Leno says Browns by 2 TDs. AJ Green is a flat-out beast. Craig is an AJ Green fan, and so is Connor. And Steven says, I need those Nick Chubb fantasy points. If you're in fantasy, I think Nick Chubb is going to do some wonders for you tonight. Bengals a little banged up on the defensive line. Safety is out. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb could have some games for you tonight. I am no fantasy expert. That is just my guess. Run the ball, and run some more. I'm back from watching, Corey, and BMT Network says AJ Green is washed up. All right. Now, Lou says I'm growing tired. Just run the ball. Get after Joey. That's what we need. On to this game. Don't sleep on OBJ. It takes one game, says Clay. The defense needs to make Joe Burrow knows what dirt tastes like. Make him eat dirt. Dirt. Know what the green on your shoulder pad. Make him see that green on his jersey. The defense needs to get pressure. Get pressure on Joe Burrow. Pressure that man. Pressure him. I mean, blitz. I don't care how you do it. If the front four is not getting in, send the blitz. He's a rookie. I don't care if he threw 3,264 touchdowns at LSU. This isn't LSU anymore. I don't care. Blitz that man. Blitz him. And blitz him some more. Bring some heat on defense. Don't let him pity pat in the pocket. Make sure he can read the blitz. And then if he does, do something different. Bring pressure. Bring the heat. Did we get heat on Lamar Jackson? No. And then when we did, what happened? Oh, man, he had to read, and he threw it away a little bit. That was like 4 of his 5 incompletions. Bring some heat. Myles Garrett, I need you this game. I need you to do something. I need you to pressure that man. Put his face in the dirt. Not literally, because I don't want you to get in trouble, but it's just hyperbole. It's what I'm saying. Bring some heat to Joe Burrow. Our defense has to step up this game. It has to. It cannot have a repeat performance of last week. We do not take any team seriously. We are not good enough to take any team seriously. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, it's the Bengals. Whoa. No. Bring the heat. Bring it. Blitz. I don't care how you do it. The defensive line has to win today because our DBs are beat up. Our linebackers are beat up. Greedy's out. He's always out. Matt Williams is out. Kevin Johnson is out. You name somebody, they're out. The defensive line has to step up, and they have to play good. But who cares what I'm saying? That's just how I feel for the defense. Please, bring pressure on Joe Burrow. Clay, nobody is back from our secondary. Kevin Johnson's out. Greedy Williams is out. Matt Wilson is out. And I think I wrote it down. And Jacob Phillips is out. Everybody's out. Everybody is out. Gotta bring the heat. Bring it. Blitz. I don't care. Send 8. I don't care. If he beats it, he beats it. Don't sit back there and let him pity pat. Do not. He will pick you apart. Bring the heat. That's my keys on defense. Bring the heat and stuff the run. That's obvious. Like, if you don't stuff the run, you're not going to win. I mean, I think that's just football 101. Of course, you got to stop Joe Mixon. If anybody has to say that, then what's the point? Stop the run. Duh. Of course you stop the run. But that's what you have to do. Bring the blitz. Everybody plays Madden. Engage 8. Everybody. Just bring it. Bring the blitz. Make him show he can beat it. And then if he does, then you adjust. But I want to see his face, not literally, it's just a saying, in the dirt. I want to see grass on his shoulder pad. That's what I want to see. Clifton 2114. Will Baker be benched before the bye week or after? I say neither, Spencer. Neither. Send all breathing bodies, says Mike. Aaron says everybody out. Wow. Not everybody, Aaron, but a lot of people. Not everybody. James says Nick Chubb is the big dog. Eddie Stats. And he says 92 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 catches, 42 yards. Eric says Odell and Baker play much better tonight for the win. For the win. I like it. Orange Pans, let's go, says Slight. Clifton says Baker said Hulu Live Sports. Mike says everybody uniform best be dirty. I want bodies all over him. Clay says I'm not making any prediction because last week I was off by 50 points. Listen, I was off too. I went with my heart. But now to the offensive side of the ball, I don't care, all right, about anybody's individual accolades. I could care less. That's just me. I could care less about anybody's individual accolades. And I'm not playing fantasy tonight. So I really don't care. I really don't care. I'm going about the strength of our team. Number 24 and number 27. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. You can reverse the order. Whatever makes you tingle inside. If it's Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, you can say it that way. If it's Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, you can say it that way. If it's Nick freaking Chubb and Kareem Hunt, you can say it that way. Whatever floats your boat, go with the strength of our offense. Our line looked great last week. Baker only got sacked 2 times. You seen the yards per carry with the running backs. It's just that we got down by so many freaking points. Run the ball. And then do some play action. Throw them off. Why are we in 5 wide? 5 wide. Why? Why? I thought we were done with that. I thought that was over. I thought that was a thing of the past. I thought I was in the twilight zone last week. What is going on? Run the ball, play action. Roll him out. Get him out of the pocket. I don't know much. I'm just an angry fan sometimes. I may not know nothing. Some people may say, what are you talking about? You suck. Exactly. But the point is, roll him out. Run the ball. Run some more. That will open up for OBJ and Landry. Don't just 5 wide. What? No. No. That's what I think should happen. But will it happen? That's another story. That's another story. But run the freaking ball. Run it. Play action. Baker will trip. Come on, Mike, man. Come on. You can't make me laugh on the comment. He said Baker will trip over himself. No, he will not. Clifton says we have to hold the ball longer because our defense is so hurt. Good point. Time of possession. Shoot the Trill says 3 receivers open. Let me roll right. Chuck it out of bounds. Man, y'all gonna stop hating on Baker, man. Clifton says Green need to talk to LeBron about taking care of his body. Yes, he does. Steven says, remember that commercial where Brady had Baker hold his rings? Yes. Can we get some running back screens tonight, please? We're all angry 35 years, man. Yes. Jim says, put me in. Craig says, I'm just hoping Myles Garrett keeps his helmet on. Y'all killing me in the comments, man. That's why I love y'all. Mike says, even my wife laughed. That's why I love y'all, man. That's why I love y'all. Y'all keep me engaged. We are the fans, man. Keep it going. If you haven't already, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We here every single week, every week. This is what we do. Actually, I would love to have Myles Garrett. No, Craig, no. You're not getting him in Baltimore, Craig. We just signed him. Will you stop it with all this? You want him in Baltimore? You took our team. What else do you want? Now you want Myles Garrett too? You just want everything, don't you? No, you don't get him in Baltimore. Come on. I want Myles Garrett too. No. No. He's a Baltimore fan. Now, On to my prediction before we get out of here and we'll be back. We'll be back for the game and we'll do all that good stuff. My prediction for this game is the Browns will win this game. Obviously, I picked them before the year. I picked Baltimore, but I went with my heart instead of my brain. I'm going with my brain and my heart. I think the Browns bounce back. I think they run the ball to open up the pass. I think they will actually listen to me. I think they will. Like, they heard me anyways. Shut up. They don't listen to me. But that's not the point. I think they will do it. I think the Browns win. I think Cody Parkey is 1 for 1 on his field goals, and the Browns win 24-14. It's not a blowout like everybody wants. It's not a beatdown of epic proportions, but they win the game by 10. A win is a win. You never know. It could be 24-7 in the fourth quarter, and then Cincinnati, but whatever. But the Browns win 24-14. And my big dog of the game. I'm wearing this jersey, ladies and gentlemen. OBJ, everybody's been talking about him. You suck. He's trash. Get rid of him. He's horrible. I hate him so much. He was traded. He told me himself. He sent me a tweet. He texted me, says this reporter, says this fake reporter. And then this one, his body language told me. Did you see the way? Oh, okay, whatever. All right? Until it comes from Schefter himself, I'm not believing anything anybody says. Unless Schefter hits me on my phone. Hold on. Nope, he didn't. I'm going with OBJ. 6 catches, 101 yards even, and 1 touchdown. 101, 6 catches. Hopefully there's a big play in there just so I can say, yeah, big play. But that's what I'm going with. That's my big dog, OBJ. 6 catches, 101 yards. He gets on track in prime time. Make me look good. Browns win 24-14. They have won. Robert Watson says Browns win or I eat my hat. He is 1-0 when he puts that on himself. Lou says Garrett 4 sacks. Come on, Garrett. Anything else I miss? I don't think I've missed anything else on Facebook. Nope, that's it. Let me get over to YouTube before I head out of here. Fist pump says Mike. Word. Craig says the only thing I know. I'm not saying that one. Listen, y'all trying to get me killed with the airwaves. I'm not saying it. You can read what he said. I am not saying it. Lord said OBJ will be huge tonight along with Landry. Craig says Landry is awesome. OBJ is Landry. He says OBJ is washed up. Craig, come on, man. Come on. Thought we was cool, brother. But that's all right. That's okay. Spencer says, I can't believe that Cleveland's own pregame show picked the Bengals. I am Cleveland's pregame show. Who cares what they said? I'm just playing. But all right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to chill out and watch the watch party, come on through. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with the watch party. If not, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. If you're not back for the watch party, I will see you next week, hopefully after a Browns win. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my good friends, I appreciate all of you. I will see you next time. Peace.